Hello and welcome. Today I'd like to cover how you get started on your first kit. This is quite a sizable kit, so it's probably not going to be a first for anyone. I wouldn't suggest it's a first, but I'm trying to make a very quick video on how you would go about getting started on your first kit. I thought I would use the opportunity while I'm starting on one to teach you folks how to do it. So, first thing you want to look at is your instructions. So by this point you've already got everything out of the box, just everything over, make sure there's all the parts there, and get ready to build. So, most kits will come with multiple schemes. It often indicates on the box, but you can always check the instructions at the back to see where they are. They're not in here, they're on a separate sheet. That's always handy. They're here. So this one comes with two different schemes, and a B scheme and an A scheme on the other side. This is always handy to have, by the way. It's always a lovely thing to be able to use, but it's not a huge deal. So personally, after looking this over, I have decided I'm going to do the B scheme. I think I may change my mind later, to be honest. I'm a very indecisive person, but what you're going to do is you're going to look through the instructions and you're going to see what parts you need where, because often different schemes will require different parts. So I'm just doing a quick scan. This is all you need to do, just a quick scan. See where there's options, like here. It's an optional part here. Doesn't actually say what it's for. So this is for just a generic option that you have on either kit. This is for an open or closed, I believe, waste gun door. Yeah, it's probably waste gun door. That's just a generic option. That's not a big deal. That's something that you can decide when you get to it, if you want to. That's the same on that side. There doesn't seem to be many. What's another option there? These are all depending on your personal preference, not on scheme type. This might have been a very bad example of a kit to use, now that I'm thinking about it. I don't know if this has any actual difference in the schemes. No, it doesn't. This is just a B-24H. That was a poor choice of kit. Well, if you were to look through this kit and find there is actually multiple options, then they'd often be indicated. Here we go. There is one. I was wrong. There's one just here. So for the A scheme, you need this cockpit, that's X1. For the B scheme, you need Z5. Very small detail. Just difference in the windows there is all I can discern, really. But it's one of those small details that you really want to get right, because at the end of the day, it just makes it look better, doesn't it? I think that is the only scheme option. Yeah, it's the only scheme option in the entire kit. So that was a very poor choice. But what you want to do when you find that is you're just going to go in with, I want to use a pencil, if I can find one. I want to use a pencil, and I'm just going to circle the option that I want. So let's say I want to do B. I'm just going to circle B. Just that way, when I'm going through, I'll have a quick reference to know what I need to put in rather than to check scheme options. So that's the first thing you want to do. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to rescan, and you're going to look at paint codes, and you're going to look at processes to pick out where the sub-assemblies are. So I know that all of this part here is one sub-assembly. I know that I'm going to have to put weight in there, so I'm going to just circle that to make sure I get that right. I'm going to do that in all the places that it has those sorts of indications, following what's on the assembly icons down here. I believe there's weight somewhere else as well. 25 grams needs to go in somewhere else. That's somewhere in the nose section though, so it'll be somewhere on this on this first page here. There it is. See, that's how easy it is to miss them. You scan over and you might miss them, so always good to do a double check. 4 minutes. So that's how you're going to start for kit. You can go through there, you can look at paint codes. So now I know that all that nose section up to basically there is a sub-assembly. So that's the end of that assembly. And then go to the next one. This is all the interiors. This is all stuff that you can paint at once. That's something I was looking for. Seeing what you can paint at the same time, what you need to fit separately. Looking for options. So you might choose to go ahead and say flat out of the gate, I want Bombay doors open. In which case you're going to follow these steps here as well as this step. That's not really an essential step, but you can do that either way if you want to. You can make sure you get details like this, decided. So because it'll be on the ground, mine will be with gills closed. But yeah, it's one of those things you just want to make sure you always get them right, so otherwise it's going to end up later down the line, you're going to miss something, and it's going to suck. So yeah, that's about it for how you really start off a kit. Past that point, you're ready to get cracking. Other than, you know, washing your sprues, but that's not really an essential. But this was just a quick video, get you started, and hopefully over the next few videos, while I'm talking about other things, this will be built in the background, give you something to watch while I'm talking, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. Talk to you then.